You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Barbie, the movie, in concert at the Hollywood Bowl this Saturday, July 27th. Barbie fans can come together for this special live-to-film performance at the Hollywood Bowl, which will be transformed into, get this, Barbie Land. Guests experience the full-length feature film accompanied live by Sinfonietta, an all-woman orchestra, produced and orchestrated by celebrated conductor, and she's only a day older than maybe 20-something, Macy Schmidt, amazing, and the Barbie Land Sinfonietta. Barbie will come to life through immersive outdoor sound. Yes, we'll be giving away tickets before the end of this conversation, but right now, Macy Schmidt, welcome to the show this evening. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for having me, Mo.
Okay, as a former music student and a child of two music teachers, and my minor was in music theory and history, do you want to nerd out talking about Dorian, Mixolydian modes? Where do you want to start? Time signatures, key signatures?
All of the above, Mo. I'm not sure how much our listeners want to get into that with us, but I also was a music theory major, so we have that in common.
Yes.
I love it.
Let's get into this. Why do you think the Barbie movie connected with so many people across so many different demographics?
Oh my goodness. I think there are infinite reasons I could go into, but my favorite is how multi-generational the movie is in terms of how it really, I feel like it connects you to your childhood self, to your multi-generational family members, in the way that it really resonates with everyone of all ages, and the way that it connects generations in that is something that I'm really excited to bring to life in the show. But there's something in it for everyone, and I think that's really special. Okay,
you said multi-generational. I know when my sister was growing up playing with Barbies, and I watched her playing with Barbies, I don't know if that was the same Barbie experience as maybe someone like you. And I mentioned your relative age because you are obviously wise beyond your years to have this worldview and understanding. But I know my sister's experience would be different from your experience. How did you first discover Barbie?
How did I first discover Barbie? And I played with Barbies growing up. Actually, this week, my mother dug up a bunch of photos of me as a little girl playing with Barbies. She also dug up photos of her as a little girl playing with Barbies. And we had a sweet moment about that. I played with Barbies growing up, and I've always loved the world of play and of imagination. I think it's something that led to my career as a creative. And I one of the many reasons that I have so much respect for the Mattel brand is that the way that playing with Barbies as a kid has evolved. The fact that there are kids today that play with Barbie, and that my 65-year-old mother played with Barbies, it's something that continues to evolve. And I think that it really helped open the doors for me to the world of play and imagination. And I think that it's not a coincidence that through a long chain of years that led to making this show.
Imagination and evolution. If I were to speak to your mother about what Barbie signified for her as a child and what Barbie signified for you as a child, is it the same or is it different? Is it about the dream house? Is it about the Corvette? Is it about the perceived independence or something else?
I love that. You know, I genuinely think that what my mother would say is the same as what I would say. I think that it truly is you can be anything. My mother did such an absolutely extraordinary job of making me believe as a child and as an adult that I can be anything. I think it's inspired me to want to inspire others that they can be anything. And I think that that's the heart of the entire Barbie brand, the Barbie movie. And it's really what I hope to leave audiences feeling after the show. So you can be anything, and women can be anything, girls can be anything.
Do you think that there's going to be a lasting impact of not just Barbie the movie, but the message that it imparts? Yes, women can be anything, but that message is bigger than Barbie. How do you think that message translates going forward beyond a performance at the Hollywood Bowl? How can people take that and put it into their day-to-day lives?
I think undoubtedly that message will be and already is a lasting impact on entertainment and on the position of women in the working world at large.
All right, let's get into this performance of Barbie the movie at the Hollywood Bowl. If you've never been to the Hollywood Bowl, for those listening, it's a fabulous venue. It's one of the best amphitheaters in the world, especially when it comes to live and orchestral music. What will be awaiting attendees this Saturday night, Macy Schmidt?
Oh, I'm so excited for what will be awaiting attendees this Saturday night. When you step into the Hollywood Bowl, you are in Barbie Land. We have left the real world at the door. Come enter Barbie Land with us. Something that I'm really excited for audiences to see is, you know, we have this amazing all women and majority women of color orchestra, the Sinfonietta, performing the score. And, you know, your traditional film concert is really the orchestra plays along and you watch the film, and those are kind of really the two main elements. But the involvement of the musicians, the women in the orchestra in this particular show is something that is really unique to Barbie the Movie in Concert. I like to think of the Sinfonietta, the orchestra on stage, not as one unit, but as individuals. Every single one of those individuals is Barbie. They interplay with the action that's on screen. We bring to life their personalities, and, there's going to be a lot of pink. There's going to be a lot of stage design, creative costuming. And I think that just elevating what is possible creatively in a live to score film concert is something that I'm really excited for audiences to see. I think they can expect a lot. I mean, they can expect a lot more pink, but I think they can also expect a lot more creative surprises than your normal film concert.
I got a technical question. How does a live movie score work as to the timing of the cues and durations of the songs? Do you have a metronome? What is happening for you on stage? Because I assume the film is behind you. Maybe you have a monitor in front of you, but how do you keep track, pun intended, of everything that's going on and keeping score in time with everything else?
Very good question. So here's how it works. There's a time code program that is syncing down to the nanosecond the film and all of the sound and music. We are all, the orchestra, myself included as conductor, we all have in-ears where we're having a click in our ears, and that click syncs perfectly to everything on the screen. I do have a little monitor screen in front of me so that I can see what's happening on the screen and see that time go by as it's happening. But technology syncs us up completely so that we're not guessing when she says flat feet, the music that's supposed to happen in that exact moment will happen in that exact moment.
Wow. Very quickly, a nerdy question before we go to break. What is your orchestral instrumentation for the Sinfonietta?
It is all the families of instruments, full symphony orchestra. We have woodwinds, we have brass, we have strings, we have rhythm section, percussion, we have harp. So we will be representing a full orchestra on stage. And something that I'm really excited about the score of this film in particular is that we'll be playing not only the Barbie, the score, that's the cinematic underscoring to the movie, but also the pop songs on Barbie, the album, the soundtrack. So we will be playing all of the music you hear in Barbie the Movie.
We're talking about Barbie the Movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl this Saturday, July 27th, which is going to be orchestrated by celebrated conductor Macy Schmidt. We'll have more in just a moment, as well as your chance to attend Saturday night. We're giving away 2 pairs of tickets to Barbie the Movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl, so you don't want to go anywhere. It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
I'm having such a great time nerding out here on Later with Mo Kelly as we're talking about Barbie the Movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl coming up Saturday on July 27th, where Barbie fans can come together for this special live to film performance at the Hollywood Bowl. They're performing the score as well as music from the soundtrack album. And the Hollywood Bowl will be transformed into Barbie Land. I am talking to producer and the conductor, Macy Schmidt, who will be at the helm of this great performance. Macy, I am a musical nerd. I told you that at the beginning, so I'm going to be selfish and nerd out with you very quickly. All right? Now, okay. I have my favorite period of music. If you ask me, I am a Baroque person through and through. Do you have a preferred period? And for those listening, I mean Baroque, classical, neoclassical, romantic. Is there a period or era that you personally prefer?
If I had to choose, I would say I'm a romantic era person, but Baroque would be a close second.
Obviously, Baroque might be Beethoven. Some people, neoclassical, don't quote me, Mendelssohn. I mean, who speaks to you? Are you a Chopin person or are you a Brahms person?
I would say if I had to pick my 2 favorite classical repertoire composers, they would be Brahms and Rachmaninoff.
Oh, Prelude in C-sharp minor?
Absolutely. We're getting into it.
We are getting deep in this. And the reason I talk about this is because it's rare that we see young people, and I would respectfully call you a young person, who have this love and affinity for music. Where did yours come from?
Ooh, mine came from growing up around music, but specifically, the first time I really felt music as a surround sound world was as a really young kid going to Disney World or watching Disney movies where, I really didn't start playing classical music till I was a little bit older, so I was not immersed in that world. But I think that musical theater, cast albums, Disney World, theme parks, like the ways that experiential play kind of just surround a kid in music. I think that really did it for me. And I think that had a direct impact on why I work more often in film, pop, Broadway, etc. types of music than the classical repertoire. Is I love influencing the emotional experience that audiences have at live events through music.
How much composing or manuscript writing do you have to do in your position? And I'm going real deep cut, nerdy here. Are you writing in treble clef, alto clef, tenor clef? Are you having to deal with all that in what you do presently?
Yes. We write in all the clefs for all the instruments. I will say, so I'm not a composer, generally speaking. So I do orchestration, which is taking the work of a composer and deciding what every single instrument in the orchestra, what line they're going to play to bring that composer's composition to life. So for Barbie, the movie in concert, it's deciding what is every single instrument in the orchestra going to play in order to exactly bring to life the score and songs that we hear in the movie.
How deep are you going in your orchestra as far as chairs and instrumentation? Yes, you told us that you'd have woodwinds, brass, percussion, and all of that. But in strings, are you talking about violas, violins? Are we talking about French horns? What specifically are you working with?
Yes, all of the above.
All of them.
The answer is yes.
I absolutely love it. What brings you joy in a performance like this? In other words, is it the audience reaction? Is there a moment that you know that there is a swell in music? One of my favorites is Samuel Barber's Adagio for Strings, and it grows in resonance and it grows to a crescendo. Is there a particular place in this particular score in Barbie the movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl, which is coming up this Saturday, that you personally look forward to?
There are two. One of them is really the introduction and the string parts in Dance the Night by Dua Lipa. Something that I really love about the fact that we're playing the pop songs in the film is that I think that sometimes we listen to those songs on Spotify, on the radio, and we hear them as these pop songs by pop star icons, and you forget that a live orchestra laid down tracks in those songs also. And when you see the musicians actually playing the parts, it does something to connect like what you're seeing of the players on the instruments to what you're hearing. And I think that people seeing all of the string players play that really iconic intro to Dance the Night and putting together the role of orchestras with the role of not just film scores and cinematic orchestral music, but the pop songs that we know and love. That's something that I really love connecting the dots with for people. But my favorite cue in the film is a cue from the score called Meeting Ruth. And it is on the score soundtrack, but it plays very, very low in the film. In the scene where Barbie meets Ruth for the first time, it's really low. You kind of have to strive to hear it. But then at the end, it's the final film in the credits where it's played at full volume and the orchestra gets to have this really beautiful moment. It's the melody of What Was I Made For as a waltz. And I really, really recommend that audiences stick around to the very end of the show, not just to hear that cue by the orchestra in all its glory, but also because there may or may not be lots of fireworks.
May or may not. You're not going to give it away.
Who can say?
I could do this with you all night. I could go back and forth you and quiz you about, did you have a preference between sharps or flats, your favorite key signature, time signature. But my audience doesn't care about that. They want to know how they can get these tickets to see Barbie, the movie, in concert at the Hollywood Bowl this Saturday, July 27th. So I need to ask you, Ms. Schmidt, I need two numbers between 1 and 10.
3 and 7.
Okay. If you're caller number 3, or caller number 7, you will be going to see Barbie the movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl on this Saturday. Caller number 3, caller number 7, you will be going to Barbie the movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl. That's you and a guest. Coming up this Saturday, it's going to be a magical experience. Can't wait to hear back from our winners. Macy Schmidt, how can people follow you on social media beyond just hearing from you in this conversation?
Oh, sure. Well, they can follow the show at Barbie the Movie in Concert. They can follow the Sinfonietta at the Sinfonietta, Sinfonietta, and myself at Macy J. Schmidt.
Ms. Schmidt, it's been a fabulous time. Too bad it ran out so quickly. I would have loved to have had more time with you, but I know you're very busy. You have a big performance you have to get ready for. She is Macy Schmidt. Be sure to check her out as she is conducting the Barbie Sinfonietta at the Barbie the Movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl this Saturday, July 27th. Macy Schmidt, thank you for coming on this evening. I wish you well and a great performance, and thank you for what you're doing, just the celebration of music.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me, Mo.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
The U.S. Postal Service back yesterday, as a matter of fact, unveiled a new forever stamp honoring the late Alex Trebek. This is Jean Trebek, his wife, who said, quote, "The show was a labor of love for him. He found great pleasure in the fact that the contestants were the true star of the show, and he loved getting to know his audience," close quote. And the USPS has created a pane of PANE of 20 identical stamps arranged together to look like the video monitors that form the Jeopardy game board on TV. I think that's very cool. I love watching Jeopardy, and I disagree with Jean Trebek. The star of Jeopardy was actually Alex Trebek. People tuned in because of Alex Trebek, and there's more evidence of that since he's been gone, as Jeopardy's ratings have waned since Alex Trebek has passed on, and they struggle to find that same type of allure from a host. No disrespect to Ken Jennings, no disrespect to Miam Balik, or however she pronounces her name, but they haven't had the same type of enthusiasm for the show. But if you remember Alex Trebek, and what I remember about him most and loved about him the most, it wasn't how the contestants were the star. It was how Alex Trebek would clown the contestants for not knowing the answer that he had on a card. Alex Trebek would look at the contestants and say, like, in so many words, "You're an idiot. Don't you know that the answer is, what is an idiot?" And he only knew that because that's what the card said. And here is a perfect example of it. It is a classic.
100-plus assists in an NHL season has been accomplished only 13 times. 11 times by this player. Joe.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no. Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. We're talking about hockey, not the NBA.
We're talking about hockey, not the NBA. How much shade did he throw? And listen to Alex Trebek when he says, "Oh, no." Like, what the hell are you thinking, dude?
100-plus assists in an NHL season has been accomplished only 13 times. 11 times by this player. Joe.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. He said, "Oh, no. Oh, no. What are you talking about? We're talking NBA. You're talking NBA, not hockey."
Oh, no. Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. We're talking about hockey, not the NBA.
Why did he have to say that? He didn't have to say that. We're talking hockey, not the NBA. It would have been sufficient to just say, "That's the correct answer." But no, he had to double clown. He said, "Oh, no." It's like, wait a minute. You thought we were talking about the NBA? No, we're talking about hockey. Oh, no. It was a loaded oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Because that really implies, "Oh, no, you imbecile."
It does. It's so loaded. Oh, no. You imbecile.
Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. We're talking hockey, not the NBA.
Oh, no.
The most subtle sass that you could ever get out of a host. That's
Oh,
amazing.
I love it. Diane, give him the correct answer, please.
Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. We're talking about hockey, not the NBA.
Nobody needed that. Nobody needed a clarification. Nobody needed you to weigh in and say, "We're talking hockey, not the NBA." Alex, with all due respect to the dearly departed, you didn't know either. You just had the card in your hand. Sometimes I thought Alex got a little bit too much out of pocket with his supposed knowledge of all these subjects. I could have been just as arrogant and condescending. Not that I ever would. I've never that, but I could have, hypothetically, if I had all the answers in my hand while other people were under the pressure of answering the question. I mean, so to disagree with Gene, the star of the show was always Alex Trebek. Does anyone remember these contestants other than me? I remember Diane because she got the right answer. But other than that, no one remembers the contestants. They remember Alex Trebek clowning them.
100-plus assists in an NHL season has been accomplished only 13 times.
Joe.
11 times.
Joe.
By this player. Joe.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no.
Now, don't get me wrong. You are an idiot for saying Magic Johnson. You are that. But Alex Trebek did not have to lay into him.
Joe.
Who is Magic Johnson? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's like, oh, no. Oh, no. Like,
oh, no.
He was offended. That was it. He was offended.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no. How dare you? Did you actually think I was talking about the NBA?
Oh, no, you moron.
It gets funny.
You are crashing.
Oh, it does. It does.
Joe.
I'm talking to you, Joe.
Joe.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It would have been real simple. It's like, that's incorrect.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Oh, no. It was so judgmental. It's like, oh, no. Hey, Mark, do you know what 2 + 2 is? Yeah, it's 5. Oh, no.
Your ignorance makes me ill and angry.
Joe. Oh, no.
Joe. Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm waiting for, like, Nancy Mace to chime in from the peanut gallery.
You're full of
It's like, come on, Alex. That's BS.
That's bull.
Alex. Who is Magic Johnson? Oh, no.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I will never get old.
You know, you crashed and burned. Oh, you messed up bad.
I just don't understand. Wherever Joe is right now, I would love Joe to call in and just tell us what he thought about that moment. Because that was like more than 10 years ago. I don't know if he's still bitter. I would still be bitter if Alex Trebek was clowning me on national TV because I didn't know the difference between one sport and another. And the trick to Jeopardy is this. You're supposed to have a modicum of knowledge about a lot of subjects. You can't be an expert in everything, but you're supposed to know a lot about a lot. And it's not unreasonable for me, for someone who probably knows all there is to know about Russian history or, I don't know, mechanical engineering. He may not know the subtleties of hockey and the NBA, NHL and the NBA. I wasn't offended. Alex was.
Joe. Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Diane, can you help this idiot out? Please, Diane.
Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky, of course, you idiot. We're talking hockey, not the NBA.
Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. We're talking about hockey, not the NBA.
Nobody
Wayne
needed that
even
explanation.
said that.
We're talking hockey, not the NBA. Nobody needed a clarification. Nobody.
It's like
Never show your face in public again. Never.
It would have been simple. Yes, the correct answer is, who is Wayne Gretzky? That's all. And you keep the show moving. But instead, he had to double disc. First it was, oh no. It's like, how did you get on the show? Who let you on? Who thought that you were good enough to stand on the same stage as me?
I admire the subtlety of it because it's like, incorrect, die in shame.
And until you die, I'm going to shame you.
Yeah.
Joe.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The oh no lives by itself.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Wait, and I was like, it shocked him. It's like, oh, it was like he took a breath and it said, oh no.
Like he couldn't believe.
Oh, no.
Oh no. One more time for posterity's sake.
100-plus assists in an NHL season has been accomplished only 13 times. 11 times by this player. Joe.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no. Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. We're talking about hockey,
not the NBA. Forever stamp for Alex Trebek. Rest in peace. With 59 cents. How is it like 79 cents now for a stamp?
Something like that.
That's
Something
how much it
outrageous.
costs to lick Alex.
You had to make it weird. Oh no.
Oh
no.
Look at the time.
KFI AM 640. We'll check in with Nori when we come back. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640, Mr. Mo Kelly here. Coming up in just moments, we'll be Coast to Coast AM with George Nori, and he joins me now with a preview. Good evening, sir.
Mr. Kelly, we've got a great show today. We're going to talk about biblical prophecy as it relates to the economy, what's going on there, and then later on, geoengineering, how they're playing around with the atmosphere.
Yeah, how soon before the Earth collapses on itself? You know, I know just recently Mark Ronner was reporting that we just had the hottest day ever recorded in human history.
And they just had a thermal explosion at Yellowstone.
So, what, 2 weeks before we're all dead? 3 weeks?
No, we got more time than that.
Okay. I just need to plan out my schedule. I'm going on a cruise next month.
Have fun. Stay positive, Mr. Kelly.
Okay. 4 months it is. We'll talk soon.
Well, you know what your doctor said to you one day?
Which one?
He said, Mr. Kelly, you've got 2 months. And you said to the doc, I can't pay my bill in 2 months. He says, I'll give you 6 more.
Give him the rim shot. Come on. Well done, George Norrie.
See you later.
Love George. And before we get out of here, we want to say congratulations to our winners for the Barbie movie in concert at the Hollywood Bowl. Tawala?
Miss Elizabeth Moulton from Rancho Santa Margarita, who is actually a music teacher. She is played in orchestra. She actually teaches the hit Barbie song, What Was I Made For? And she's never seen the film.
Hey, I love people who love music getting prizes about loving music.
Yes. And also Renee Medina from Glendale. Very excited and loves the show. Listens all the time. This is his favorite show.
Well, look, you can hate the show. I just like giving away stuff. You already got the prize. But no, it's nice. But I say this time and time again, the whole point of this late night TV on the radio was to expose people to live shows, live music, musical theater, and give away as much stuff as possible. That has always been the edict, the mandate. And that's why we're always looking for more stuff to give away. And look, and I love when I get to hear from people who can appreciate the type of tickets. There's some people call in who just say, hey, what did I win? They're just calling to win. And there are other folks who are like, I really want to win this. I really want to go to this because this is part of who I am. This is what I do. I love music and I always want to go to Hollywood Bowl or something like that. And it just makes it all the sweeter. All the sweeter.
True that.
And no, Tawala, going back to an earlier conversation, I am not getting in a beekeeper suit. Now, I'll go down to
wait a minute,
ranch. I will go to the ranch. That's like asking you to go out jet skiing.
Mo, I'm getting on the boat,
You're
man.
getting on the boat, but you're not getting in the water.
No one should get in any water. You know that.
No one should get in a beekeeper suit.
Look, Mo,
stuff is dangerous.
We don't know what the water's like across the coast where we're traveling. It could be filthy and full of poop all up and down the ocean.
It is. It's full of poop right here.
That's why we don't get in the water, but that has nothing to do with, there is a beautiful bee farm, a honey farm in Chatsworth, right down the street from the school where I work at. We can go down. There's not like bees are going around stinging people. I just want you to be able to at least be amongst them.
Are they stingerless bees?
Listen, no. Okay, look,
I'm just asking a question.
Okay, this isn't about if it's a dog can bite. That's not what we're talking about. Okay?
You want me to do what now?
I want you to go on with me down to the bee farm.
Oh, no.
I'm getting over a fear. Why don't you join me in getting over fears?
I'm not there yet.
I'm getting there. Look how long I haven't been there. And just the excitement of going down there and getting on the... Oh my God. Okay. I can't.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Just jump in with both feet.
Okay. At least think about it. At least do that. At least think about it. Don't automatically off the top be like, I'm not doing it.
Mark, other than places filled with people, do you have any phobias?
Oh, tons. I don't like heights either.
Oh, really?
Tawala mentioned that. I have a recurring nightmare about heights. Can't stand them.
I did not know that. I don't have a fear of heights. I'm not exactly comfortable with heights. I'm not the guy who's going to get up on a ladder. I'm not the guy who's going to go on one of those glass bridges or something.
Oh,
yeah,
nightmare fuel.
That's not my thing. If there were money involved, like a sack of money, I would do it, but I would be very uncomfortable.
When I was still writing the Twilight Zone comics for Dynamite, I had a story ready to go about my recurring heights nightmare. It involved a loudmouth radio personality who takes a bet to spend the night on a mattress on the top of a skyscraper in a storm.
Outdoors?
Yeah, on a mattress on top of a skyscraper. And I still plan on doing the story someday. But I mean, we all have things that hit us different ways. Like, I couldn't care less about bees. Your fear of bees baffles me.
Yeah. Well, all phobias are irrational. They usually defy reason.
Are they?
I think so. Because, for example, I'll even turn this on myself. I should not have such a fear of bees. It's not like I have been stung by a bee, so I know that I'm not allergic. It's not like I'm going to walk out and all of a sudden there's going to be a swarm. I'm going to die. But my reaction to a bee around me is not rational.
Is it funny?
Not if you're standing next to me.
Do you do like a little fear dance?
I tell people all the time. I've almost wrecked my car because a bee flew in it. And I tell people all the time, if there was like a perfect example, like a carpenter bee, which would fly in the studio, and you were between me and the door, I'd have no problem with killing you to get out of the studio.
Well, I want you to know that I would never laugh at you doing the little fear dance if you were in the proximity of bees.
Look, my wife didn't believe me until she saw it happen for herself.
Would you throw her under the bus?
She almost caught an elbow to the chin because I didn't have time to tell her, bee, so.
I see.
It's a good thing that, like, Alex Trebek wasn't there. If he were there, then he probably would have clowned me.
100-plus assists in an NHL season has been accomplished only 13 times. 11 times by this player.
Mo.
Joe.
Who's Magic Johnson?
Oh, no.
Diane.
Who's Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky. We're talking about hockey, not the NBA.
We will see you tomorrow. KFI AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
Free-range, non-genetically modified, handcrafted, artisanal, gluten-free, stimulating talk. KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live.